Hello and welcome to the ID Talk podcast. My name is Peter Counter and I'm the editor-in-chief of FindBiometrics, which is reporting live from New York this week at the ISC East Security Conference. Our own Doug OGorden is on the exhibition floor speaking to the leading biometrics and identity vendors at the show, getting a read on the pulse of our dynamic and rapidly evolving industry. In this special episode, OGorden speaks to Manish Dalal, president and founder of ZKTeco USA. Dalal speaks on the importance of ISC East and the success of this 2021 edition, where ZK is showcasing its full product portfolio. He goes on to discuss the importance of education and awareness when it comes to the acceptance of biometric security solutions before delving into the finer details of OSDP and offering some 2021 highlights. It's a fascinating conversation from an industry pioneer, so here is FindBiometrics' Doug OGorden in conversation with Manish Dalal, president and founder of ZKTeco USA, directly from ISC East.
Hi, FindBiometrics viewers or listeners today. Doug OGorden, Content and Media Strategy Manager. I'm live at ISC East in New York City with Manish Dalal, President and Founder of ZKTeco USA.
Yep.
Manish, what are you showcasing here at the show today?
Well, ISC East has always been one of our I would say a prime event, and we have a huge customer base here in New York. And this year we are showcasing our entire security product portfolio, which consists of access control solutions, video surveillance cameras, our visitor management platform, our turnstiles, metal detectors, and baggage X-ray scanners. So the whole suite of our products.
Full solution you have,
full solution,
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And then, what's your overall impression of the show this year?
Well, with everything going on, we were pretty apprehensive about the attendance, but it was a pleasant surprise yesterday at day one. We were busy just like every year. Obviously, the number of our usual customers, were less, but the traffic was pretty decent. We had some quality discussions with prospective customers, existing customers, and I think we were pretty happy participating at the show.
Yeah, what I've noticed at the show is I've been going to the show for 10 years,
Yep.
and I don't see as many familiar faces, but new faces, so that's even better.
Yes.
What are the key challenges that businesses need to account for when deploying a physical security solution, particularly when it comes to choosing biometrics, which is what we do?
Sure. So there are two markets for physical security solutions. One is the existing retrofit market, and the other is the new construction. The new construction is already being spec'd by the architect or the specifier, and the solutions go in place. But especially when it comes to biometrics, there's a lack of education amongst the architects and specifier as to what type of biometric technologies are available in the market, how they should be deployed, how they should be used, and what is good for their customer, not what is fancy and it's been sold by big corporations, or it has a good brand name behind it and all those things. What's the practical usage of the biometric technology? I think that is where the focus should be. That's on the new construction market. On the retrofit market, the challenge is that the integrators' awareness is very limited, and not only that, but the integrator's experience with some of the older technologies, he still carries that in his mind, and he thinks the technology is not matured and not good enough to be deployed in today's world, but that's not the case. So those are some of the challenges which we are trying to overcome right now, is educating these architects and specifiers, and then working with integrators to show them the experience that the technology has matured.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like going from the Flintstones to the Jetsons, sort of like there's this new technology that it will become very helpful to the end user, Integrators just have to learn about what's available. Tell me how OSDP, and this is off the cuff, I guess.
Sure.
Tell me how OSDP fits into the retro market or the new market, and how does that help speed up the process, or will that help speed up the processes? Retrofitting to OSDP?
That is one of the catalysts, I would say, because the awareness of OSDP has increased in last 2 years, and there are customers who have now started to ask for OSDP readers from their integrators, and we have sold OSDP readers on a 2-door system as well, and we have been asked on a 5,000 door system as well. So awareness is definitely increased, and ZKTeco USA has made a pledge to the OSDP committee and SIA that all our new biometric readers going forward, OSDP will be standard in that.
Great. Last question, if you don't have anything you want to ask me, my last question is, we're kicking off our 19th annual Year in Review, which is a research project on all things biometrics. So it covers all modalities across all vertical markets, and we're just looking for any home runs or success stories you had in the last 12 months, any markets you've entered or projects you've done, or products you've released that are going to be beneficial to the marketplace.
Yeah, sure. Last year, last 2 years rather now, there's a big push for touchless biometrics, and who better than ZKTeco can understand that, because we have introduced facial recognition almost 12 years ago, even before it came into the smartphones, where they were used in our time and attendance workforce management terminals, and with the negative sentiment about the facial recognition, now we have come up with a newer touchless technology, which is our palm vein recognition, which is also touchless, and we are the one of the very few companies in the world who combines palm vein and palm print technology and create a template to make it more secure and more foolproof. And that's what we are showing here at ISC East. The speed, the throughput, the ease of use, and all those stuff is just amazing and mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're dealing in all the modalities almost.
Yeah, we do almost all. I mean, fingerprint was our basic modality when we started our business, and still it is. But with this COVID situation, fingerprint is a little bit out of a demand right now.
Sure. What's the best way for our audience to get a hold of you if they have any questions?
Yeah, they can reach out to me on LinkedIn, or send an email to me, or I'm available all the time.
And what's your website?
ZKTecoUSA.com.
Great.
Yep.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that concludes our interview with Manish Dalal, president and founder of ZKTeco USA. For more information on the topics discussed in this episode, visit zktecousa.com. And for more live event coverage of ISC East, stay tuned to FindBiometrics.com. Thank you again to Manish for joining us on this episode, and thank you to Doug OGorden for conducting the interview. Our podcast theme music is by Logomrad. I have been your host, Peter Counter. Thank you for listening to the ID Talk Podcast.